for a little chat as we're just about ready to get going here. It's a road game for the Bobcats, and they're facing an interconference matchup in today's game. Well, the holidays always bring us some incredible NBA action. And that's certainly what we have in store for us today. Hi, everyone. I'm Kevin Harlan with partners Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. A quick check now at the starting lineups for both teams. And, guys, what are we going to be looking for in this one from Kemba Walker?
Well, what I like about him is at the defensive end of the floor, he brings a ton of energy, and he's...
Now, here's Ridnour, guarded by Rush. Here's Walker. Rebound by Williams.
And already we've got a very lopsided edge on the boards for them.
Yep, +5 in rebounds. That didn't take long.
Here's Mr. Clutch. No good on the three. Last outing for Charlotte was a loss to the Hawks in Atlanta.
And, you know, coming down the stretch in that game, they didn't have all the guys they would have liked on the floor because of the foul trouble they were in.
And as a result, Steve, they had to back down a little bit so they wouldn't get themselves into even more foul trouble.
The kick out to Williams. Here's Mr. Clutch. He's guarded by Ridnour. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Mr. Clutch. Off target from outside.
You know, a lot of people thought Bismack Biyombo would blossom this past season, but he never really made that big jump everybody was hoping for, guys. Was still a shot-blocking machine, but seemed to be more or less the same player he was as a rookie. Heads-up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish. Jazz
trail by 7. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
I got to find something, you're right. And for Biyombo, the athleticism is there. The Charlotte team raves about his work ethic, but he's still, I think, in a lot of people's minds has a ways to go.
Yeah, especially offensively, Kevin. He's very raw at that end of the floor. Very athletic, good shot blocker and rebounder. But can he develop any kind of feel as an offensive player? That's the question mark for Biyombo.
Josh McRoberts has checked in for the Bobcats. Gary Neal comes in for Walker. Here's Ridnour. Rebound, Utah. Last time they met was in Charlotte, where they beat the Bobcats.
Remember in that last matchup, they really snuck out a win, a close game, and it came down to a few mistakes at the end. The forcing turnovers, I thought, was the difference. Nice touch near the hoop.
Bobcats leading by 3. Poke loose. Out in his own on the break. And again, the basket is good for Mr. Clutch. Mr. Clutch has got 6 points.
Great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and trigger the fast break.
Wow, and now it's just a one-possession game thanks to that quick hitter. Fantastic basketball in the open floor.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Bobcats lead by 1. Stay with us.
It's a special New Year's Eve.
Mr. Clutch, he's in at point guard. Favors is out there with Jefferson, and it's Rush, and it's Clark in at the shooting guard. That's the group right now for Utah. And Walker kicks to Jefferson. It's Rush outside. That misses, would have counted had it gone in. And so we conclude the first half.
Now, presented by Sprint.
Hello and welcome.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
We have a close ball game on our hands. For the Utah Jazz, they come in off a loss to the Clippers.
Yeah, I thought their defense in that game was about as shaky as it could be. At home, you know, that kind of defense isn't going to cut it. Never mind if you're on the road.
They really looked tired to me, and I don't know if they had travel issues or if they were out too late, but something was amiss because they had no energy.
On the floor for Charlotte, Ridnour out there with Pargo. Then there's Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. Then there's Al Jefferson. And it's Henderson in at the small forward.
You know, when you lack impact players, playing against the Western Conference is going to be brutal. It's going to be difficult. And the Bobcats felt the wrath of the West because they weren't quite able to match up.
Shot clock at 6. Mr. Clutch, the pass to Burke. The 3. And that one's good. Burke's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Jazz.
Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it.
As you said with the Bobcats, just absolutely abysmal against the West. 30 games against the conference, and they only managed 3, yes, as in 1, 2, 3 wins the entire year, Steve.
And 2 of those wins came against the Timberwolves. So how about that? I mean, 1 win against the rest of the Western Conference. That's a shocking number, but it just shows you how much work the Bobcats have ahead of them, before they're able to really put together a good team.
And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, guys, Bismack Biyombo, a young center from the Democratic Republic of the Congo, he said he never knew how long his arms were until he came to the U.S. He measured out with a 7'7" wingspan, incredible for his height. He said, quote, "I'm 6'9", but because of my wingspan, I can play like a 7-footer. Guys, teams used to just look at a big man's height. Now they take into account things like wingspan, standing reach, and the vertical jump, getting a much clearer picture of, quite literally, a player's sphere of influence.
He's got the length factor to be sure. Thanks, Doris. Garrett, the pass to Mr. Clutch. It's good. This game is all even. Mr. Clutch has got 8 points.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
And even if it costs them some foul trouble, I mean, they need to start putting some bodies on bodies. Be physical.
And it's Kidd-Gilchrist penetrating. Thomas with the block. Utah has gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Mr. Clutch, the pass to Garrett. Here's Mr. Clutch for the lead. No good. Third quarter comes to a close in a battle.
Tune in this Friday night.
In a moment now to check out our State Farm assist to the game, and what a pass it was by a talented point guard.
Well, this is what he does. This is the kind of plays he's known for, Kevin.
Here's Mr. Clutch. Burke's the off guard with Hayward at the 3. Thomas is out there with Favors, and it's Mr. Clutch in at the point. That's the group right now for Utah.
You know, Utah usually matches up well with Eastern Conference teams because style of play is similar. Both Eastern Conference and the Jazz like to play a grinded-out physical game, and Utah has the bigs and the defensive mentality to thrive in a slower-paced game, and that's why they went 17-13 against the Eastern Conference.
Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
It feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
And with that, the Jazz lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from O'Neal. The Jazz shooting has been wayward so far, only 37% from the floor. The shot's good from Mr. Clutch. On back to the Jazz against the East, did what they needed to do against the conference as a whole, winning more than they lost, but they also, Steve, had some key setbacks.
And the big one that I can remember was last year where they had that 4-game road trip to the East Coast. They went 0-4, and that was when they saw their grasp on a playoff spot start to slip away. And a big improvement for Kemba Walker last season just because of his ability to be more efficient as a scorer.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Now, here's Ridnour. He's covered by Rush. From deep, Walker. There's the bucket. Good.
The defenders need to recognize and be alert to staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Rush the pass to Mr. Clutch. to the paint. No luck, and Charlotte will go the other way with it. And here is Ridnour. Walker with it, now guarded by Rush. And with that, the Jazz lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Kemba Walker. Utah's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Here's Mr. Clutch. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Walker's got his 5th rebound in this one. He dishes it to Ridnour. Here's Jefferson. That's good. And it's Ridnour picking up the assist. And it's now only a 1-point Jazz lead. To the wing right side. Mr. Clutch, the pass to Rush. And the pass to Favors. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. And the Jazz lead by 3.
And my goodness, that one got them going.
Did it ever? They're on cloud 9.
What an atmosphere in here. This is incredible.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Hey guys, I got a chance to hear what Steve Clifford was saying to his team. He's looking for whatever they have left in the tank. He said, I know it's been a hard-fought game, but now's not the time to leave anything in reserve. If you're tired, come out. Otherwise, I expect you to be going all out, full speed. Guys?
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. Ridnour kicks to Henderson. He feeds it to Jefferson. Knocked loose.
Kevin, that's a bad giveaway there. They've got to just figure out a way to stop doing it.
And they're getting that lead way up there now. I mean, it should be a stroll to the final whistle from here.
Yeah, this late in the game, it'd be almost impossible for them to blow a lead like this.
Here's Ridnour. There's the block. Rush the pass to Mr. Clutch. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock.
Probably time to just say it, guys. This game is over.
I think you're right on target there.
26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And that's an intentional foul. A basket here, and this game may be all over.
Yeah, main priority now has to be take care of the ball and use up some clock.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. And he does get the second one. And that increases their lead to 6. Charlotte calls timeout. They're down by 6. 24 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Ridnour dishes to Henderson. Beyond the arc. The offensive rebound. The layup off target. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
That's his 3rd personal foul. 5th team foul. At the line for your Jazz, Malcolm Thomas. At the line for 2.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. The Bobcats making a switch here. And so he drops them both. It's an 8-point game. Here's Pargo. 3-pointer. No good. Here's Garrett. And so it's Utah with the win. It was a solid win, Clark.
Yeah, it was, and I think it came down to will more than skill. They went out and got this one.
And so now we'll go down.
Well, Derek, you guys came into tonight's game following a tough loss last time out.
Thanks again for giving me a few minutes of your time. I had a brief chat with your agent, and he said you were interested in our upcoming project.
Yeah. Tell me more about it. I hear it's a movie, huh?
That's right. Horror flick. Vampires in Alaska. Vampires are big right now. Guaranteed smash hit.
Okay, what do you need me for?
Well, we have the script, a cast, and a place to start shooting. But we need someone, to underwrite the production.
Okay, I get it. So basically you need me to pay for it. What do I get in return?
Once this thing hits, it'll be huge. Aside from box office, you'll get merchandising, sequels. It'll become a full-on franchise. You'll see a nice return on your investment, believe me. Here, take a look at this proposal. What do you think? Can I count you in?
You know what? Absolutely, man. This looks awesome.
Excellent. I'll send the final contract over to your agent tonight for you to sign, and we'll start shooting this thing next month. Oh, thanks again. You'll be thrilled to see how big this gets.